scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So California's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, fourth and short from the 44. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the read, he'll take it himself. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The Golden Gophers will try to move the chains on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Breaks the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Using his feet to buy time. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the ground with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Quick completion on the out route. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got his man on the outside. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going right to work up top. Fires on the move. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The field goal is no good. And the deficit is still huge after the missed field goal, down by 23. The Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete.
There he goes. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this 2nd half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the 1st drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes one man miss. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
To the air on second down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that is run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game. Now,
oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers are on the move. The give as they work on that clock. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ncaa offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to fire on second down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to...
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game.